You see, faith is increased when obedience is taken seriously. I'm gonna say that again. Faith is increased when obedience is taken seriously. You see, until you start really, taking your faith seriously, right? Uh, you will not be obedient. You have to start being serious about your growth in your walk. And it always kind of starts with this obedience part to it and knowing who God is. You see, for a lot of us, right? We just, come to church, believe, we confessed our faith, we may have been baptized, and we stop right there. We just stop right there. We don't go no further in our walk because we have not understood that this is a relationship. And in order to grow a relationship, you have to spend time, right? You just have to spend time. That's the only way you build a relationship. If you're married or if you're dating someone, the more time you spend with that individual, typically you start to learn things about that person that you did not know previously. But because of the time you invested into that relationship, it starts to morph into something to where you know their thoughts, you know what they're thinking. And it's the same way when it comes to God's word. When we take the time to truly grow our relationship with Christ, we start to understand him in such a way that our thoughts become his thoughts and our ways become his ways. And that's what a lot of us are looking for. You see, for faith ought to be before understanding. That understanding may be the reward of faith. You see, when faith goes before understanding, the reward of that is just building something that is so amazing. And we have to get to the place where we truly understand that, we truly know that God is for us. And if God be for us, who can be against us? That is such a beautiful thing when we truly understand exactly that the faith that we have is grown when we take the time to understand God. And one of the first places we should search is God's word. Is God's word because he has given that to us so that we know who he is, so that we have a better understanding of the God that we serve.